In the 1963 general elections which KANU won, Kibaki was elected as Member of Parliament for Donholm constituency, subsequently called Bahati, and now known as Makadara, in Nairobi. His election was the start of a long political career. Upon independence in 1963, Kibaki was first appointed the Permanent Secretary for the Treasury, before being elevated to the position of Assistant Minister of Finance, and subsequently the Chairman of the Economic Planning Commission. Here, Kibaki would, together with his boss, Tom Mboya, the then Minister for Economic Planning and Development, play a key role in developing and issuing out the much-acclaimed sessional paper number 10 of 1965 on African socialism and application to planning in Kenya. The policy paper set out Kenya's economic policies and development agenda. Due to his stellar performance, Kibaki was in 1966 promoted to be Minister of Commerce and Industry by President Jomo Kenyatta. In 1969, he was reassigned to the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. In 1974, Kibaki moved his political base from Nairobi to his rural home, Othaya, where he was subsequently elected as Member of Parliament. He was to be re-elected Member of Parliament for Othaya in the subsequent elections of 1979, 1983, 1988, 1992, 1997, 2002 and 2007. That same year of 1974, Time magazine had rated him as among the top 100 people in the world who had the potential to lead. During Jomo Kenyatta's era, Kibaki kept off the high-voltage politics of the day, choosing instead to cut out the image of a serious technocrat out to discharge his mandate.
While a majority of African countries had a surplus in their balance of payments of some 600 million in 1973, this surplus turned to a deficit of about 150 million in 1974, and for 1975, the deficit grew much larger. This painful development has forced most African governments to modify development plans and revise growth targets downwards. Kenya, being one of the developing countries most seriously affected by international inflation, has also been through this sad process. Thus, most African countries cannot expect any growth in real per capita income in these years. And in fact, a number of our countries are even experiencing a fall in the standards of living that are already abysmally low. We must now adopt an entirely new set of market intervention mechanisms designed and deployed through deliberate and concerted action for the equitable benefit of all our peoples. It is against this background, Mr. Chairman, that our delegation would like to express its fullest support for the integrated program for commodities.
When Jomo Kenyatta's succession had heated up in the mid-70s, Kibaki distanced himself from a group of senior Mount Kenya politicians seeking to block the ascension of Daniel Moi to power. In another memorable occurrence, when his friend the controversial politician and businessman J.M. Kariuki was assassinated, Kibaki was the only senior government official who attended his burial. For Kibaki, friendship was more important than the politics of the day.